that with a block in hand right now. So we got a couple of engineering marvels, I call them, because I'm so proud of our product. But one of the two things, I come from a ready-mix background, concrete contractor, and when we're pouring concrete, we want an open cavity as much as possible. We want concrete flowability, we want the ease of consolidation. We also want to be able to easily stack the horizontal bar. And so this formwork was designed with a really low profile cross tie. And the cross tie being low profile allows for exceptional concrete dispersion and placement, faster pour rates. And the other thing we did is we engineered these cross ties, which are similar to snap ties and plywood forms. So all concrete forming systems, this is the strength that holds the head pressure of the concrete. And these are uniform. So on a regular spacing, 8 inches vertically and then 8 inches horizontally, you have a cross tie. And the job of the cross tie, of course, is to hold the head pressure of the concrete. And so when you have uniform spacing of these cross ties, you get higher head pressure holding power, and you get flatter wall surfaces, even if the product is stressed. So that's a real positive thing for the engineering behind this as ready-mix, cast-in-place concrete formwork, which we have to do. If we can't do that, we need to go home. So the other aspect of the product that's kind of cool is there's no top or bottom or left or right. And this is part and parcel of waste reduction in our industry. You can rip cut, flip it over, and still use that part. The other cool thing about the engineering on Fox blocks is this interlock pattern. So part of the feedback we got when we were in design from contractors across the country was interlock that had little tiny pieces and parts that were easily subject to breakage, and it would make the next course and the course after that tougher to put down. So with Fox blocks, it's a big 2-inch male to 2-inch female, but it runs horizontally so that when you grab it and treat it roughly, when you really get on it doesn't matter. This is the original name on Fox blocks was your industrial strength ICF, and that has to do with the interlock pattern. So concrete placement and putting these together, reversible, the interlock, heavy duty, industrial strength, open cavity, smooth face form for ease of consolidation has all led to tremendous growth in this industry and more mainstream projects coming on board because of our ability to hold and place concrete in a very efficient manner. Moving on to the corner blocks, the number one thing that contractors across the country ask for is a stronger corner, because in our industry, since the 60s, the corner blocks, we have 2 planes of concrete head pressure diving into this area, massive, 145 pounds a cubic foot multiplied twice, 2 different directions coming into the corner. We needed to strap, kick off, brace, all kinds of exterior requirements to hold that corner solid with an ICF formwork. Fox blocks discovered with the engineering department that the longer the return is that you have into the wall, the better the concrete head pressure holding power. So they oversized this return. What's interesting is, in many aspects, the short return of the Fox blocks actually equals the long return in many other brands. The other thing that was accomplished with Fox blocks is there's a corner bracket that's molded in. So this corner bracket is a direct holding power for concrete head pressure. It fans out to an engineered truss, and then on each face you'll see this H outline. That is a solid chunk of polypropylene plastic on each face of the corner that allows for a post-concrete attachment, but it just delivers tremendous concrete pressure holding power, and we can get away without the need for strapping, bracing on the corners, and that is a big benefit. So the corner blocks are just left and right. You can do this, but probably not effective for running bond. What we really want to see is, of course, this, and that is the foundation of every ICF project All ICF projects start at the corner. The straight blocks will run away from the corners, so the corner blocks get set and the straight blocks run towards the center. And what you really want in your ICF project is a corner block that's engineered with the latest, greatest concrete head pressure holding power. So one of the cool things about this project for AFT construction is they're going floor by floor construction like we see on many commercial projects and public works and schools. So cast in place concrete walls, that's all an ICF is. It's solid concrete walls, steel reinforced, and the load bearing capacity is tremendous, way more than what you can do with stick frame construction or others. So you'll see up above, these walls have been formed, rebar has been set in them, the concrete has been boom pumped in. Now we've got solid concrete walls, and along with those solid concrete walls, the pre-planning and engineering of this project, we also have steel plate embeds that have Nelson studs that are cast into the concrete wall. You've also got pockets, and you can see beam pockets, and you can see the concrete that's inside of those beam pockets. Those will allow for beams to be set in and load bearing across there. The steel weld plates will be for steel joist connection, and that'll be the floor load that gets set in, and then the floor will be put in, and you can go straight on up with subsequent coursing. So wherever you see the rebar sticking wild out of the ICF walls, just know that more ICF formwork will stack on, and the second story level will get poured, and then the lid will get put on. So typical in commercial and multi-story, it's floor by floor construction. In other words, the first story walls will get formed up and poured, a floor will get set in with various connection methods, and then the second story walls will get formed and poured, and so on. Today, some of the tallest ICF structures are 30+ stories.
We just got a rich history of where Fox Blocks comes from, where it's going, where it's at right now. As this house gets taller, and obviously we're going to show you the second level and above and all of that, so keep following along. We really appreciate you stopping by today. I'm thoroughly excited that I was here to hang out with Randy, and Levi's over there, but you don't see him. He's over there. He doesn't want to be on camera. But thanks to Fox Blocks for stopping by. Randy, it was a pleasure hanging out with you, and I hope I get to do it again.
Yeah.
Because I never even knew where it all started. So you guys have a good day, and we'll see you on the next one.